These are guys from Trapdoor.
Oh, Terry and Charlie, hi.
Hey, guys, hang on. How about the trapdoor?
Yep, it's don't let the bedbugs bite.
Somewhere in the dark and nasty regions where nobody goes stands an ancient castle. Deep within this dank and uninviting place lives Burke. Hello! Overworked servant of the thing upstairs.
Burke, feed me.
But that's nothing compared to the horrors that lurk beneath the trapdoor. For there is always something down there, in the dark, waiting to come out.
Don't you open that trapdoor! You're a fool if you dare! Stay away from that trapdoor! 'Cause there's something down
But if you do open the trapdoor, all you'll find are three amiable chaps called Charlie, Terry and Steve, the presiding geniuses of a Bristol company called CMTB. The partnership goes back to Speedwell Junior School in Bristol, when Charlie Mills, who was good at drawing things, began knocking around with Terry Brain, who was good at making them. The trapdoor is their most ambitious creation. It's about a chap called Burke, who lives below stairs in a castle with his friend Boney, a philosopher who seems to have mislaid his body along the way. And beneath them, below the trapdoor, is a whole collection of downtrodden monsters who spend their lives giving Burke and Boney a bad time.
Stuff it under there like that. Body in the right position. And put his foot on.
The Tony Hart programmes for children, made by the BBC in Bristol, gave Charlie and Terry, like so many others, the perfect opening to make their first short animation pieces. The two series of Trapdoor, commissioned by Channel 4, allowed them to be disgusting on the grand scale.
Right then, let's get to work. I loves cooking, mind. Look at that then. I particularly like all these squiggly wiggly bits. Very tasty. Personally, Burke, I find it all rather revolting. Oh, shut up. And you. Ha! That shut them two up. Oh, hello then. In you go. And a few pickled woodlice heads to taste. I think cooking is boring.
We wanted to do a series where we could have a bit of fun and also do a certain amount of experimentation. So by having a trapdoor in it, we could introduce a new character in each episode that moved in a different way.
It's open. What is? The trapdoor. Quickly! Not now, Boney. I got problems.
It's always kind of been monsters and kind of creepy things and strange things and things getting squashed and pulled apart. Generally pretty messy stuff.
Right. If it's a scunge fight he wants, then a scunge fight he gets. Horrible little irritating custard-coloured. Eat scunge! Oh, well done, Rog. Now try this one. Oh, that's attractive.
Who wouldn't like to spend their life playing with plasticine?
Oh, Robert.
The essence of animating in plasticine really is the flexibility of it. And if I destroy this worm for a moment, just take his eyes out. I mean, once you've got a lump of plasticine nice and warm in your hands, I mean, you can, because you're taking things frame by frame, the actual physical properties of the plasticine as it stands don't actually come into it. And if you can make it look slug-like by just sort of squashing it slowly, take your 2 frames, then squash it a little bit more, and then you're going to get something really squirming along really nice and slowly.
Right then, now where was I? Oh yes, sliced worms, and a bit of eyeball jam. Lovely. Oh, I stood on a bug pipe. Hey, Boney, why didn't you tell me about all these bugs then? I could have made some nice bug burgers. Yuck. Oh, there's a lot of them about, ain't there? I ain't staying round here. Come on, Boney. We better go somewhere that ain't quite so crowded.
With the main shots where the bugs were everywhere, and Bert was walking through the middle of them, all we did was pour a load of plasticine all over the set, and you'd take your 2 frames, wiggle it about, and move Burke, and you'd have 2 or 3 actually animated bugs going across the top. But the illusion is that they're all quite well animated, I hope.
Hello. Now, I wonder if I could use this bug pipe. There. All the other bugs seem to like that noise, which gives me an idea.
What we didn't want to do was actually work to a voice that was already recorded, because that would mean we'd be totally rigid as to what we could make Burke say and what we could make him do, because of the voice it would already be mapped out. So we decided that, well, we'll work out what we roughly want him to say, and we'll make him say it. I'll show you in a minute. And then the person who's going to do the voiceovers, in this case Willie Rushton, could actually fit the voices to the mouth. Now, the way that we came up with for making Burke speak with his mouths is we just cut out little paper mouths. If you can see that there. It's a little Burke's mouth. I'll get rid of this scunge off in here. And then just lift one mouth off, and you can see the mouth that was there leaves a slight impression in the plasticine, so you can see where to put the next one. And then I pop the next mouth in on there. And if you break down words into roughly where mouths are, I mean, like an ooh is bound to be a roundish mouth, it's roughly vowels, then you only need 6 or 7 different mouths to encompass the expressions, and you just roughly time them. You think, well, the word what is probably an 8-frame word, and the word and is probably a 6-frame word, and it's really done very roughly like that. And then Willie, using his amazing skill, manages to say the lines to fit the sync of the mouths.
Hello again. He's a big un. Haven't seen him before. Lucky I got something handy to bonk him with. Right, you, that's enough of that. Now, push off.
The other thing that was really nice about filming that way is it meant that Willie had the opportunity, when he saw the pictures for the first time, of sort of spontaneous reaction to them, which, I mean, there were quite a lot of script changes made actually at the dub because of something funny that Willie had said, because I mean, he hadn't seen the film before, and he was sort of seeing this character waddling about, and he'd just think of something that struck him as being funny about the scene, and substitute that for our script, which was ever so funny to do. I mean, we were in fits most of the time.
Oh, what a flipping mess. I ain't getting on very well my cooking today. Oh, what are you doing here then? Oh, that's peculiar. I've got a funny colour. I've got a body. Drat, look at me. Why are you hiding from me? It's your old friend, Boney. Oh, I feel wonderful. Burke! Burke, look at my body.
Everybody does a bit of everything at the Kingswood factory, but many of the models are now made by the most recent arrival here, Steve Box.
Well, some of them, like the ones over here on the sponge, are made out of a substance called Milliput, which is a 2-part epoxy. It's like green putty and white putty that you mix together and leave it to set for about half an hour. Have you seen that? And other characters, like this one I've just been working on, it's, well, they've stolen from my mother's marble collection. So
We use plasticine because it's fun and it's quite easy, although it has got a few drawbacks. If the temperature's too cold, it can crack. If it's too hot, it can melt and get a bit soggy, and his arms and legs and everything can fall off.
Another major drawback for animators is the extremely high cost of making cartoons. It takes many hours to produce what may be nothing more than a few seconds of film.
Yeah, right.
But the Bristol animators hope that last night's award will bring them the recognition that will enable them to go on to produce even more innovative work. For Terry Brain and Steve Box, the animators who made Trapdoor, last night's award presentation in Cardiff has put them and their firm, CMTV Queensgate, among the first rank of film animators. Maggie Matthews, BBC West, in Bristol.
Can we leave them to get on with it and talk about some of these models?
I think we can, yeah.
This green one. Oh, it's light.
Yeah.
I was expecting it to be heavy as lead.
No, so it's made out of sponge. In fact, he was called the giant flying sponge, so we thought we might as well make him out of sponge. The other one, Burke there, the blue one, he's made out of plasticine.
Oh, I see his feet are separate.
Yeah.
And does his mouth ever move?
Oh, yeah. Because this character talked, I mean, he was actually lip-synced to the voice. We thought, well, we wanted an easy way of making the mouths move.
Yeah.
So we cut the mouths out of little bits of paper and then made lots of different shapes of mouths. You could time yourself out saying a word, look in the mirror, see what your mouth was doing,
yeah.
And then cut some mouth shapes out to match it.
Oh, Bert, I've split my pajamas. Oh, dear. I suppose I'd better go and get my sewing stuff. Serves him right for eating so much. Poor old Burke works very hard.
Yes, this looks like a nice place.
Unlike Burke's mouth, which was which we put the voice on afterwards, this one we wanted to record the voice and then actually sync the lips to it.
Yeah.
And we used his tongue a lot for sort of expression. He was quite a nasty character, so he was saying a word like "the," I mean, his tongue would come right out. "The." You have to work out the exact time each one of those sounds takes to get the mouth to move. So it's open when it's saying an O, say, in the right place.
Yeah.
And we used this over here for that. To actually break the sound down, we've got a bit of the Splun's voice here, and if I play that for you. Yeah.
Oh, what's he saying there?
You are Burke.
You are Burke.
Here, so we know that now that happens within one frame.
I see.
So if we've timed it back from the beginning, we know that that's probably frame 7 of the shot or frame 7 of that particular mouth movement.
Yeah.
Now you can actually hear what that will be. So it's just going R.
Oh, where did he go then? Oh!
Just call me the Splund.
Oh, the Splund. Well, call me the Splund Popper. Oh, well done, Burke. Ha! He was nothing but a big bag of wind, Boney. Oh,
You would have liked to have made those sounds, wouldn't you? How did you start animation?
Oh, we started when we were about 10.
What, the two of you?
Yes, Terry and myself. And we used to make cartoons with plasticine with the camera sort of sellotape down to
Can
the
you
top
remember,
of the table.
say, one of your best titles?
Oh, Night of the Blollop. How does that sound?
That's pretty good. I guess that's about the age a lot of our workshoppers and our members are at the moment.
Yeah.
They're starting
Well,
out
best
to
age
do a
to
bit of
start.
animation. So from CMTB Films Animation, Charles Mills and Terry Brain, thank you very much, gentlemen. Come on, quick.